Alright, hello boys and girls, my name is Mr. King, and real quick, we want to go over some of Concord's playground rules or guidelines for first and second grade. Alright, whenever we go out to recess and we're on the playground, we want to make sure we are focusing on two things: Concord's anti-bullying rules, and then Concord's school rules, which I have right here. Okay, so real quick, we're just going to take a look and remind you of some of those, and then we'll talk about playground safety. When it comes to anti-bullying, we want to make sure, of course, we're not bullying anybody, especially out on the playground. We want to try to help anybody that we notice are being bullied. And then most importantly on the playground, we want to make sure that we are trying to include the people right here that may be left out in games. If you see people that have nothing to do, invite them into your games. We don't want to exclude anybody. And of course, if we see someone being bullied, we want to tell an adult right away. Okay, so those are our anti-bullying rules. That's one of the things that we want to focus when we're out on the playground. All right, the next thing we want to do is try to focus on Concord's school rules. Now, there's 7 of the school rules, and I'm sure that all of our teachers have gone over them. Okay, things like keeping your hands and feet to yourself, respecting adults, making sure we're respecting the property, and then using the problem-solving model if we do have any problems out there on the playground. Use your active listening, walk quietly when we go to line up, and of course, we want to follow, again, the anti-bullying rules. So boys and girls, let's have fun out on that playground and let's follow the guidelines. Okay, boys and girls, take a look here at playground number 1. All right, now you'll notice it says 4 classes. On playground number 1, there will be 4 classes that share this playground. If you are on playground number 1 and your teacher or the recess leaders tell you that this is the playground that you have to go to, you need to stay at this playground, okay? You can use the basketball courts and all that. Playground number 2 is on this side of the total playground. Again, there'll be 4 classes over here, and if you're told to go there, you must stay at this playground. You can't go over to playground number 2. So that's very important. You can't go from 1 to 2. This area is the danger zone. This is a little street or alleyway. You got to stay out of this street, okay? That's the danger zone. There is nobody allowed in that danger zone. Like I said in the beginning, boys and girls, we're going to focus on our Concord anti-bullying rules out at recess. We are not going to bully others. We are going to try to help students who are bullied. We are going to try to include students who are left out, all right? And we're also going to try to follow our Concord school rules, all 7 of the Concord school rules. And if you forget these, both of them are outside. Now, the basketball court. When we play basketball, everybody is welcome on the basketball court. If you're playing basketball, you want to try to share the basketball, include others. We don't bully others. We don't force everybody out. We make sure that we are all sharing and we are all doing things according to our school rules and making sure that there is no bullying or excluding other people. All right, so let's make sure that we are doing things safely on the basketball court and including others. That's very important. Foursquare. This is a very, very fun game. You want to make sure you're a good sport when playing this game. When you play Foursquare, a lot of times people are eliminated. And that's okay if people get knocked out of Foursquare, but what we don't want is people ganging up on others. We don't want 2 or 3 people just trying to get one person out all the time. Make sure that we're being fair. Make sure that we're not singling other people out just to make sure that they are the only ones that get knocked out. Make sure that we are, following the bullying rules. And if we see someone being bullied, make sure that we tell an adult, someone out at the recess yard, so that that can be squared away and not happen anymore. Okay? So this is what the Foursquare court looks like. And then you have some other apparatus here. These are just some other little baskets, some kind of multi-purpose basketball type hoops, or you can use playground balls with them and it's fine. But again, we make sure that we include others and we try to get them involved and let other people play. But you can be creative. You can make up games with these. Try to do it a way that's fun for you, and let's be active out here. Now, let's take a look at Mr. Corsi as he uses this little playground piece of equipment. This is the correct way to go down the slide, and we know feet first and we land on our feet. Now take a look at Mr. Corsi here. He's going to go an incorrect way. This is not safe. This is dangerous. So we want to make sure that we are not doing what Mr. Corsi just demonstrated. All right, this is also not allowed. We do not walk up the sliding board, okay? Sliding boards are made for going down, so that's not safe either. Take a look at the jungle gym here, or the monkey bars. Mr. Corsi has two hands. He's being safe. He's got both hands there. And then when he's done, he lands on 2 feet, okay? So he goes across the monkey bars, and when he lands, boom, he lands on both feet, and he lands safely. Now watch this. As Mr. Corsi, he's swinging his feet around, and he's kind of reckless here. We don't want to swing our feet. This could lead to us falling and hurting ourselves. And watch what happens. His legs are swinging, and boom, he falls down. So that's dangerous. We want to try to avoid that. Okay, boys and girls? Next is our little rock wall here. Mr. Corsi is going to make sure that his hands and feet are on the rocks, and they must be secure at all times. He's going to go slow as he goes over the rock wall. Make sure only one person is using this at a time. If you're in line, you do not rush anybody. Let them take their time. Let them go slow and be secure. You are allowed to go from one side to the other as long as hands and feet are secure, and you're going slowly. Make sure there's no one on the other side, and when you land safely on 2 feet. Like I said before, go slow and don't rush. If you get to the top and you decide you don't want to go over to the other side, you may go back down backwards. Just go slowly, take your time. All hands and feet must be secure. And you never jump. If you feel like you're stuck up there, don't just jump off. Ask for help. If there's no adult around, maybe ask another student to go get an adult to help you, okay? But don't panic, relax, and make sure that we have others there watching us, okay? And we never jump off like this. That's dangerous. You can get hurt, okay? So the other part of our playground, on playground number 2, we have the swing sets, and make sure we're being safe there. And we got some other fun little things that you can use to be active. Here's Mr. Corsi demonstrating a certain part of our jungle gym here, our playground equipment. This is a very fun part of our playground, but it also can be dangerous. So we want to make sure that we use 2 hands and 2 feet at all times, all right? Notice Mr. Corsi's doing that. He's got both hands secure. Now right here, he's being dangerous. He only has 1 hand there. So be smart. Keep those hands on the bars there. Be secure. Go slowly. Never let anyone rush you. And whatever you do, don't rush anyone else, okay? Don't force other people to do things that they're not comfortable with. That would be bullying someone else if you're trying to pressure them to doing something. All right, so boys and girls, make sure that we're going slow, we're being safe. All right, here's Mr. Corsi. He's on the little zip line here, and he makes sure that he always has his 2 hands, and then he wants to make sure that there's nobody in front of him. He has to watch out for others. So here he goes. He slides across, and then he goes safely. All right. Okay, so boys and girls, thank you for listening. And remember, when we're out here on the playground, we are following all the rules, and most importantly, we also want to be active. Okay, let's not sit around at this time. Let's use it wisely. We only have 30 minutes, and sometimes this may be your only chance to get out and get some physical activity during the day and do something great for your body. So when we're out here on recess, let's follow the rules and make sure that we're being physically active. Let's have a great year, boys and girls.